Good evening, and welcome to Inner Monologue, where we play a new game, Dark Times. This is a World of Darkness game that will be using the revised 2nd edition rules, which you can find at the amazing Drive-Thru RPG. While White Wolf also has a newer edition that is out, its mechanics are slightly different than what we are playing. Partly because as a GM I haven't played the new one. I prefer to go with something I know when I'm writing. It keeps me from tearing most of my hair out. Still, I recommend White Wolf's products as they have developed an amazing genre. As for this game, it's going to be set in the 2070s. So, it's not going to be like your traditional game. It's going to be a little different. This is more like World of Darkness mixed with Call of Cthulhu Delta Green, and maybe even a little bit of Shadowrun. We hope you enjoy the story, and we hope you'll be with us throughout this journey as we delve into the World of Darkness. You are a rebel. And the problem with rebels, sooner or later, they run afoul of higher-ups who grow tired of their shit. Worse yet, that cursed Ulshulgi showed up and demanded that all of the Assamite clan must renounce their religious beliefs and worship only Hakim himself. Your entire sect went over to him without question, and that made you a target. Running was the best choice, and before long you found yourself in the contested city of Los Angeles. Really, it was a good choice. The Camarilla and Anarchs fight for control, all while trying to stay out of the eye of the technocracy. It is a haven of chaos, easy for someone like you to get lost in, or so you thought. An Assamite quad showed up, trying to end you for good. What you didn't realize is that they were herding you into a second quad. 8 Assamites. Clearly you're moving up in the reward table. Fighting was fast and furious, as is often the case with vampires. In what seemed like the blink of an eye, 3 of them were down. Problem is that there were 5 left, and the wounds on you are stacking up. You have been backed into an alleyway. Walls all around you except for the way out. And of course, the way out is where the 5 are closing in. What are you going to do?
I'm going to take off my coat and let's dance.
All right. I need you. We're going to say at this point you're out of ammo. So are you going to use a knife or are you going to use claws?
Let's go with claws.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a strength plus brawl. Your difficulty is 6. Now in this game, 10s explode. So if you get a 10, you can re-roll it to see if you can get another success. However, 1s also take away successes. So 10s can be a double-edged sword.
Eight.
8, okay. Alright. You put some wounds on the first guy. Unfortunately, you get another wound back. Things are not looking good. As you dance away looking for an opening, they have all arrayed against you, all of them smiling wickedly, because they know they have the numbers. They know they're going to win this. It's just a matter of time. And that's when you hear a voice out of the darkness behind them. 5 against 1? I say, that seems a bit unsporting, don't you think? Everything stops as you all look to see a black man milked out of the darkness. Dressed in tactical gear, he's got a rifle with a suppressor attached to it in hand. Next to him is a woman in similar tactical gear. Her hair is stark white, and she's got a sword in hand. And next to those two are 2 other individuals that you suspect are 2 more vampires. One a man, one a woman. And at that, I will ask Dom and Aresh to come to the table, please. Dom and Aresh. Just a few hours ago, Reaper asked if you wanted to go pick up another hard luck case, as he likes to call people in your predicament. Excellent. All right. Would you care to go? Who knows? Maybe there will be a premiere.
Yes.
Excellent.
Let's do it.
You pile into a van, one of the few cars that is in this remote, dusty location. The sun has just recently gone down, and you heading out of the high desert and back into Los Angeles. Not sure quite where you find yourself. Being in the back of the van, there aren't really any windows. It's kind of hard to really take in the various highways and streets that are taken. But finally you come to a rather low-rent section of a suburb somewhere. And Reaper pulls up a device kind of like a phone and goes, "They're already on the move, this way." And he grabs his rifle out of the van. Zealot also gets out. And immediately you are running. As you're running down these dark streets, there's a lot of streetlights that are out. The city's not keeping up. You do stumble across a body here, a body there. All vampires. Imagine they're probably in torpor as opposed to dead. But they've got bullet holes, claw marks, marks. Clearly they've been in a fight. And as you keep running, you end up between two-story brick buildings, probably for some kind of business on the other side of the street that you would normally enter through. And you find there are 5 vampires who have a lone individual cornered. And that's when Reaper delivers his line in British. You're close to Zealot. You hear Zealot go,
His British is about as good as his Sumerian.
You're telling me.
Oi, I heard that. So, the Assamites that were attacking you, one of them keeps an eye on you, the other turn. And one of the beings addresses the newcomers. This one is ours. You need to leave. The black man goes, no. See, you're not understanding. That guy there, he's one of the people I'm looking for. So, I've got a really good suggestion. You guys can leave. There won't be any hurt. If you're going to stay, then there's going to be a beatdown. And Lady Zella here, she loves to give a good beatdown. The vampires look at each other. We'll take option B. The one lunges for you. Go ahead and give me a Dex plus Dodge.
Yeah. 6.
Isn't he supposed to be
Oh yeah.
one?
What's your
Dexterity and Dodge.
So
Together.
how many?
Yeah.
What's your dexterity at? So if it's 3, then you would roll 3 d10s.
3 d10s?
Yes.
Well, your dexterity is 3,
Dexterity.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Then
what's
add
your Dodge?
in-
My dexterity is 3, my dodge is 2.
So
So
you would
5.
roll 5 dice.
Mhm.
Let me know if you need more.
So you would roll 5 dice.
Ah,
You still
That's
want if you want.
probably gonna need
Okay. How
we
many?
just
Well, in this case, 4.
4?
Because you already rolled 1 and got a 6. So. And every 6 and above will be a success.
Got a 9, 6, 2, and a 6.
3 successes. All right.
Before including the original, right?
It's more than enough. The attacker only got 2. So you're able to twist away as he tries to come in with a typical knife that would be used for ritual killings. And you may roll strength plus, I believe you said you're using claws, correct?
Yeah.
Strength plus brawl.
So I got what? 4 strength and brawl is 2.
Yeah. So 6 dice.
6 dice.
Let me know if you need more. You can use more.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
there are dice in that container. If you need it.
Nope.
That's it? Yeah. All 5. Eight, 4, 6, 0, 2.
Okay, so the 0 is a 10. If you wish, you may roll another die
Mhm.
to get the potential possibility for a success.
5.
5? Okay, so how many 6s did you get? 6 or above?
2, 3.
3? Okay. So you are now locked in a struggle with this guy. You keep taking swings at each other, keep missing. Aresh, the 4 other vampires rush your line. What would you like to do?
Defend.
Okay.
What weapons do I have with me at the time?
We'll say you've got a submachine gun. And it's currently loaded with incendiary rounds.
Okay.
Because vampires don't like fire.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got that. You've also got your other powers at your disposal.
Yes. I'm going to use the gun.
All right. Go ahead and roll Dex plus firearms.
Okay. And what do I need to be above?
And your difficulty will be 6.
Okay, 1 success.
Success. All right. He will attempt to dodge. And he does. So you fire a burst at him, and with his expert reflexes, it goes wide. You have one more shot.
Okay. I am going to... I'm going to just simply fire again.
Okay.
And what was the difficulty on that one?
Difficulty is 6.
6? Okay. Okay, 1 success.
1 success. Nope, he is too slippery. Dom.
Yo. So what weapons do I have?
So I don't remember if you've got any gear on your list, but at minimum, you would have been issued a Mac 10 with a suppressor. So you've got the same weapon that Aresh does right now.
Okay. All right. So the one that she just fired at, I'll go ahead and fire.
Okay.
So
Dex plus firearms.
So that's 3, 6, and 7.
So
2 successes.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to take one away. He only gets 1 success. So you get to roll. Sure. Seven dice.
7.
We know how many 6s you get.
Okay. 6 or above?
Yep.
He has 6 successes.
6 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Yeah, 6. He has 6 successes.
So
Dodge that.
Right?
So you fire twice,
Okay.
and this guy definitely moves out of the way of both of your shots, and right into Dom's line of fire. The rounds stitch up the guy's chest, and since they are incendiary rounds, he immediately bursts into a column of fire and runs screaming past you into the night. Probably not for long.
Nice.
And Reaper does the same thing to the next guy.
Okay.
And then it's Zealot's turn. So Zealot moves in, takes a swing with a sword, barely misses the guy. He just gets out of the way. But there's now 2 more down. And at that, the rest decide better part of valor and immediately start climbing up the walls and disappear over the building.
Can I do burn?
What was that?
Can I use my ability burn and burn them from a distance?
You can try to hit one of them as they disappear, yes.
Okay, I'm doing that.
Okay. Go ahead and spend the blood points.
Okay. Okay, which are 2.
Yes, and then I need you to roll your arete.
Okay, which is the 4. So I roll 4 dice, right?
4 dice.
Okay.
That's it. And right now, your difficulty would be a 6.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. So describe to us what you do.
That is a good question.
How does the
I
effect
want to
take
know
place?
Where? Sorry, this is one thing I was going to talk to you about, but I forgot to. I am going to. Is this one where it would shoot from my palm, or is it something where I'm saying
That's
the words?
totally up to you.
Okay. I just simply say the words. I have him in my sights. I am wanting to do as much damage, more so just hurting him rather than killing him. So I'm aiming for his balls.
Okay.
And they burn, and I hear him scream.
So you release basically a ball of fire.
Yeah.
It streaks up. You are not sure if it hits the corner of the roof right next to him or if it hits him. You do hear a hiss, but then he's gone.
That means they're all gone now, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Except for the one they were chasing or going after. Okay.
The black man looks around, reaches into one of the large belt pouches on his belt, pulls out a small drone, activates it, tosses it into the air. Yep, they're gone. Puts it away. Evening.
Hello.
Seems like you were in a spot of trouble.
Just a tiny bit.
We could use someone with your skills. See, we're a band of misfits. Hard luck cases.
What's the price?
You join the club.
Tempting. What's in it for me?
You get to stay alive. Well, metaphysically, of course.
It seems like you set a price. I'll take it.
Excellent. Follow us.
Why do we need this guy?
So, if you would please, describe what your character currently looks like to these two people.
5'8", the Latin. Right now I have a trench coat on. Kind of a little on the wealthy side. So, and he tends to buy some pretty stuff. Hazel eyes. I would say a little bit more torn up on the knees around there. So. And A little bit arrogant.
A little bit what?
Arrogant.
Arrogant. Yeah, I could tell.
All right.
All right, let's go. You follow them. They lead you to a van. You know, one of the typical cargo type ones that Fed Ups would use when delivering stuff. Doesn't have a lot in the way of windows. Perfect for vampires. Although, give me a... wits plus... No. Let me see. Yeah, give me a perception roll.
So 2.
Yep.
Six.
Nice. All right. Nice. Okay. So now that you're closer to them and you're walking alongside them, you can definitely tell that these two definitely undead. Black man, definitely alive. And if you didn't know any better, you'd say the woman with the white hair is likely a werewolf. Just kind of got that scent about her. And you pile into the van, and the van takes off. You've been to LA before. You kind of know the territory. Without any windows in the back, it's hard to say for sure where you're going, but you can definitely tell that when you see the windmills that exist outside of Los Angeles, you know you're definitely leaving Los Angeles and heading towards Palm Springs. And the van gets off the 10, taking the highway that would go to the high desert. And after about another 20, 30 minutes of travel, gets off the highway onto a dirt road. Finally comes to a stop. And they all get out of the vehicle. You find yourself in a dirt lot. There's what looks like used to be maybe some kind of a warehouse. One of those old corrugated metal type of constructions. Looks like it's seen better days. There's a bit of, broken pallets, debris. It's been tagged more than once. It doesn't look like anybody would be living here or working here. And without a sound, the black man just motions you to follow and heads inside.
Well, at least I'm not stuck with the dog. All right. Are there more people or more beings in here? I will follow.
Okay. You follow in. The woman with the white hair jogs along ahead, lifts up a concrete slab to reveal stairs heading down. And everyone else just starts down the stairs.
And there's no one else around me?
No.
All right, I'll follow.
Okay. You follow. She follows behind, letting the slab close behind her. And you head down the stairs, finally coming to a very reinforced steel door. And it opens up into a brightly lit bunker. And black man steps aside and says, "Welcome home. Let's have a talk. Follow me." Thanks, guys. Appreciate your work.
Yeah.
Go back.
So he leads you to an office. Once you're inside, he closes the door. The office is simple, not very big. Small desk. There's a chair in front, a chair behind. Behind the desk is a bookcase with some actual paper books, which is almost unheard of in this day and age. There's a cube with different colored squares on it, sitting on one shelf. There's a circular device with 4 different colored buttons on it. But otherwise, not a lot to this room. There's the door you came in, and then there's a door to the right. He sits down, looks at a computer, looks like an old computer, taps a few keys on it. A little bit of excitement tonight, wouldn't you say?
I've had better days.
I think it's safe to say we've all had better days when we're up to our back in a dark alley being accosted by someone.
I needed an exercise. They wanted to help me out.
Well, as I told you before, we're a bunch of misfits. I'm trying to find answers. At the same time, trying to keep the various groups from making things worse.
And what answers are you looking for?
Well, there's a lot of things going wrong.
Well, that's the world we live in, right?
I think it could be argued that it shouldn't be the world we're living in. The technocracy is going up against Pentex. Pentex is going up against the technocracy while still trying to pollute the world. The werewolves are, of course, trying to take care of agents of the worm. The vampires, who knows what they're doing. Other than, of course, here trying to hide from the technocracy after the last purge. Well, our biggest goal here is shining a light on the stupid shit that certain groups are doing. And if we can't take care of it, making sure that other groups can. So if we happen upon an issue where we find Pentex is trying to pollute the groundwater, if it's not something that we can take care of, we make sure that certain Geru tribes are aware of it so they can take care of it. Same with the technocracy, same with the vampires, especially if it's those Sabbat assholes. But that's where I need individuals with skill. Individuals who at least have a clue. From everything I've heard about you, you've got a bit of a clue.
What would make you see that?
Well, anyone who had issues with Pancho Villa as you can see, I do my homework. Well, I wasn't there at the time, so I can't speak of it. All I can read what was in the history books.
Here's something that was in the history books. He was a narcissist that deserved what he got.
No, I'm sure. A lot of guys like that, really, when you think about it, there's usually some narcissism in there somewhere.
So what does he have to do with this?
Oh, Pancho Villa?
Yeah.
Other than a footnote? Yeah, a footnote. I'm just letting you know that I've done my homework. I mean, hopefully he's cold in the ground, dead.
Unless in a head. So I've heard.
Well, that's one way to get ahead in the world. Still, if you're willing to work with me, I'm willing to work with you. Is there anything you want? Is there anything you desire? Is there anything you need? I can't say I can just up and give it to you immediately. But in some cases, I've already got vampires working with me that, given what they've been through, wouldn't mind to have the curse lifted. It's possible. It's not easy, but it's possible.
No such thing.
Actually, there is. Mages can do a great many things. But, like I said, it's not easy. To be able to have that level of power as a mage, you're talking about 1 in a trillion, maybe? And there aren't that many mages. They say there's maybe 1 mage that's born for every 10, 20 million people, maybe more. And if the data is correct, they're dwindling at that. So, most mages can't ever do anything more than this. And a ball of fire appears in his hand. That's the most they can do. They usually don't ever get any higher than that. But some are able to progress past that. And if their knowledge of life is high enough, and their knowledge of spirit is high enough, maybe even matter. And you got to understand, I'm just speaking here because I don't have those skills. But if we can find someone, or even get someone trained to that level, then it's possible. But let me ask you this. You really consider any of the clans to be your friend? Exactly. Now, I'm not... Granted, I have issues with vampires. Okay? I'm not going to hide the fact that I'm a little bit of a bigot when it comes to vampires. In my religion, undead are considered to be something of an abomination. However, I have to work with what I've got. And vampires do have certain abilities that are useful. Being able to take a bullet and go, yeah, what? Is useful. Being able to go potentially toe-to-toe with some werewolves can be useful. Undead has its uses. But I'm looking for teammates. I'm not looking for slaves. I'm not looking for pawns. I need teammates. I need people who are going to work together. Because while I lead this group, I'm not going to be out in the field all the time. This isn't the only group that I'm taking charge of to trying to get things done. So I need people who can show leadership, who want to leave this world better than they found it. Because I think this world needs people like that.
I care nothing about this world, but if you can promise that the curse can be lifted, then we can have an accord.
Everything in my power. Want to take a look around?
Why not?
Excellent. He gets up from his desk, walks over, opens the door, allows you through. And you get a tour of the facility. It's not a huge facility. It's a bunker. Looks like it's about maybe half a dozen truck trailers that have been put together and then dropped under the ground. But it's cozy, it's decent. And you figure it's probably away from most prying eyes. And at that, what do you two do?
Exercising.
Okay.
Getting a workout in.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let me show you where you'll be bunking down. And he takes you to a small room. It's almost a coffin hotel, but a little bigger.
Well, I wasn't expecting the Ritz.
He says, and at least we got running water, we've got electricity, and we don't have to worry about anybody for the most part. So go ahead, feel free, get comfortable. And got some other people I'm looking into. Might want to have you join in just like Aresh and Dom joined to help you.
Okay.
All right. And at that, he leads you to your room. It's a simple arrangement. There's a bed. It's got a storage underneath, almost like what you'd expect to see on a combat ship. There is a TV panel that folds into the wall and stows away. And it also links to a computer. And evidently got a pretty good library in it, too.
Perfect.
All right. As you get settled in, that is where we will finish up your session 0 and move to the next. Maya, the many roads you have traveled through the years since 1831 have brought you to Los Angeles. It's been a hotbed of activity in the past 100 or so years. Rumors of the Camarilla trying to wrest it back from the Anarchs. Mages trying to wipe out anyone that doesn't fit into the paradigm. Pentex attempting to pollute and corrupt everything. There's not a single group that likes you. But so what? You have a mission after all, and damn those who dare get in your way. Fortunately, there are a few who don't care about your affliction. According to their intel, Pentex is moving a shipment of slaves for underground experimentation through Long Beach to their corporate testing center in Lake Eisenor. Plan was simple. Meet up with a 3-man team of hunters, hit the convoy, and spirit away the slaves. Problem was, no one said that Black Spiral dancers were the guards. To say that shit went sideways would be an understatement. The hunters that were went down fast. Though at least one had the sense to pack silver bullets. He lasted the longest and took 2 of the Black Spirals with him. Now it's just you, heavily wounded, and 2 of the damn things left bearing down on you. And one of them lunges at you. I need you to make a Dex plus dodge.
Dex is 3. And how many should I roll?
Dexterity
Yes, that's 3.
and dodge.
Okay.
So 3 plus whatever your dodge is.
Okay. 3 and my dodge is, if I can find it, because...
Should be
1.
first call.
Yeah, so it's 1. Okay. I've got trash.
6s and above.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing? Okay. The black spiral lunges at you, and at that, you take 1 more wound.
Yeah.
And you're currently at 3, so that will bring you to 4.
Okay.
As the next one gets ready to lunge, a voice calls out from the darkness. Which is odd because you're on a lone highway in the mountains, nothing but trees. Excuse me. I think you boys are in the wrong neighborhood. The HOA has very strict rules about mangy curs. It's time you left. The black spiral dancers turn, and you all watch as a black man, clad in tactical gear, and holding a sword. He just seems to melt out of the darkness. With him is another man and a woman. And at that, I would like Aresh and Dom to come to the table. Like a herd of elephants sometimes. Aresh and Dom, it's been 3 days since your last excursion to pick up another, what Zealot likes to refer to as Reaper's hard luck cases. Of course, that also refers to you guys, so you're not sure how much you find that funny and how much you want to be insulted. And on day number 4, Reaper says, "Come on, guys. We got another person to pick up."
All right. Let's go.
How do you feel about this one?
I don't know. It's just a lot that we're adding in very quickly.
We don't got a choice.
All right.
You pile into the van. Zealot gets in the driver's seat. Van takes off. You go through the outskirts of LA, heading south, hooking up onto the 15 before finally getting onto a lone 2-lane highway that heads up into the mountains. And as you're making the trek up and up, you see a bloom of an explosion. It's got to be a few miles off yet. And Reaper goes, "Shit, it's already started. Hit the gas." So the van punches it. You kind of get pushed back a little bit. And at that, Reaper does something. Aresh, you feel a little bit of quintessence in the air, as if it's been burnt off in a casting. And you don't hear anything anymore. You don't hear the sound of the engine. You don't hear the wheels on the road. You hear nothing. And vehicle accelerates further. And finally, you see Reaper point and do this. And Zealot brings the vehicle to a skidding stop. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Vehicle comes to a skidding stop, and already Reaper is in motion. Door opening up, he gets out. And he's, interestingly enough, pulling out a sword this time. Zealot also gets out of the driver's side. She grabs from the back this big battle axe and starts moving up with him. It's pretty much assumed that you're supposed to keep pace.
Okay. Are there any weapons that we grab out of the...
Yeah. Once again, you've been assigned MAC-10s with suppressors. As you getting out and moving, you quickly take a look at the tape, and the blue tape at the bottom of the magazine tells you they're actually loaded with silver this time.
Huh.
You get about 6 feet from the vehicle, and the sounds of fighting in nature all of a sudden greet your ears. No longer within that bubble of silence. And that's when Reaper delivers what you're beginning to realize maybe he has a flair for the dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what you see. And upon the delivery of that line, both black spirals just roar and charge him. And as they do, the woman with the white hair next to him immediately changes into a werewolf as well. But she has stark white fur, wielding this big-ass battle axe. Okay. So the fighting starts to get fast and furious. What are you going to do?
Am I going in?
Okay. In that case, go ahead and give me, what are you using?
I don't have a sword, do
No.
I? I'm going to use one of my De Leons.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to use that one. And
The difficulty is going to be 7 instead of 6
Okay.
because there's currently this big melee going on.
yeah, which is tough. I mean, I'll switch to the short bow. Just be careful. I
Okay.
don't want to hit them.
Alright.
Okay, and what am I rolling? How many?
You're going to roll Dex plus
Okay.
Archery.
Archery, okay. Where do I find the archery?
Oh, it should be under your skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try 2.
And you're looking for 7s or better.
Okay. I've got 1 9.
Okay. Right. Oh, are you using your special arrows?
I can. I can.
I'm just asking.
Yes, I am.
Okay. In that case, you got 1 9 roll 3 dice.
Okay.
Let me know how many 6s or better you get.
2. No,
2?
actually, this is 2.
Okay. So your arrow sinks into the black spiral dancer that's attacking the werewolf in white fur. And it yelps in pain because it's a silver arrow. And therefore it's unsoakable. And at that, it's a 10. Backed up by a 9. Very nice. That's enough distraction for her to cleave its head clean off. And the head goes bouncing off the asphalt into the darkness. Resh, what are you doing?
Silver bullets loaded in the gun. I'm taking a shot.
Okay.
And that's Dex plus firearms, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And 6 and above?
Yep.
All 3.
Nice.
Nice.
So, okay, you're going to get to roll 3 dice.
Okay, I have a 7, a 4, and 2.
Okay. So you do 1 die of damage. You do 1 point of aggravated damage to him. He is not happy with that.
It's kind of the point.
Done.
Yep.
Your turn.
All right.
Oh wait, no. You still have one more shot if you wish.
Yes, I'm taking a second shot.
Okay.
Heck yeah. 1 success.
1 success. Okay. And the second shot misses. Oh, your turn.
So do I get 1 or 2 shots?
With a submachine gun, you would get 2 shots.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go and fire a silver bullet.
Okay.
So that's firearms plus dex.
Yes.
All right, cool. We got a 1, a 6, and a 7.
Okay. So you got 1 success. He got 1 success. Tie goes to the defender. So you just narrowly miss him. Second shot.
A 7, an 8, and a 10.
10s explode. So you can roll another die.
Okay. That's another 7.
Nice. So that's 4 successes.
Nice. Bring me down.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 2 successes over him. So you get to roll 7 dice.
7 dice.
Yes.
Ooh.
Let me know how many 6s or better you get.
I like where this is going. I got 1, 2, 3.
You said 6 or better, right?
Yeah.
Mine
Okay.
doesn't count.
Oh, shoot. Oops.
Whose side are you on?
Sorry.
know.
Make me
I
look
don't
dumb.
like
All right, so I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. You fire your first burst, and the MAC-10 jerks in your hand as 45 slugs spit out of it.
Nice.
Suppressed, fortunately, so it doesn't blow your eardrums out.
Okay.
First shot wasn't that great, and you adjust your aim and fire again. And this time, your shots hit true.
Okay.
And as it's almost like time goes into slow motion as this black spiral is rearing back to try to claw into Reaper.
Okay.
At the same time, Reaper is rearing back with his sword, trying to get a swing on him.
Right.
And as they're both trying to get that swing on each other, your rounds stitch up the black spiral's chest.
Nice.
And that's the final amount of damage it needed. And it just falls over dead.
Nice.
There's a slight breeze, so the gunpowder is quickly carried away. And at that, silence descends upon the road. There's no other cars this time of night. Maya. 2 black spirals that are left lie dead on the road. Unfortunately, along with your colleagues. Now there's these 4 new people standing here. The black man puts his sword away, walks up and says, "Evening, how you doing?"
Better?
"Yeah, looked like you're in a bit of a pickle there."
Just a little bit.
"So, I've been looking for you."
Why?
"Well, you're what my friend Zealot here likes to call a hard luck case. I have a thing for hard luck cases, because I am a hard luck case. So I want to offer you a job. Very unique job."
You obviously don't know what I am, or you wouldn't ask me to.
I know exactly what you are. See, I've done my homework. I'm not stupid. And let me tell you something. You don't know who I am. But here's the thing. You've got exactly the skill set I'm looking for. Just like she's got exactly the skill set I'm looking for. Just like he's got exactly the skill set I'm looking for. Because we're trying to make a difference in this world. This fucked up, crazy world. So, you want to pile in the van and hear the sales pitch? Or keep trying to do things your own way and have them not necessarily work out?
I'll get on the van.
Cool. Let's go, guys.
So glad he didn't attempt a British accent again.
Tell me about it.
You all pile in the van. It's one of those typical cargo vans. Doesn't have windows along the sides. This one doesn't have windows in the back doors either. The only windows are the windscreen and the front doors. The werewolf in white changes back into a woman. Not quite buzz cut, but definitely military style hair. Still stark white. Everyone piles in. She starts the engine, and you drive away. It takes a while. They skirt LA, heading ultimately towards Palm Springs, you would think at first, before taking the road to the high desert. After taking that turn off, it's roughly another, you figure 20, 30 minutes before they get off the lone road and onto a dirt road. Finally, the van comes to a stop in a dirt lot with what looks like it used to be a warehouse. Probably one that was, it definitely has a corrugated metal look to it. Definitely looks like it's seen better days. There's broken pallets, debris everywhere. Some of the walls have been tagged. Obviously, there's been kids out here at some point in time. They all get out and immediately just start walking into the warehouse.
I'll follow.
Okay. You walk into the warehouse space and it looks almost the same as the outside. Debris everywhere, obvious neglect, hasn't been used in forever. But the werewolf, the woman who is a werewolf, jogs up ahead and lifts up a concrete slab to reveal a stairway. And with just a motion, Reaper goes down the stairs expecting you to follow.
I'll follow.
Okay. Leads you down into a bunker. Well lit. And as soon as you all get down onto the entry, Reaper looks at you two and says, "Guys, great job once again. Appreciate your help."
Welcome.
You're welcome.
I'm going to have a talk with our new friend. Follow me. Leads you into an office. It's small. It's, to your mind, functional. There's a bookcase behind a desk. It's a small desk. There's a chair behind the desk. There's a chair in front of the desk. And once you're inside the room, he closes the door, motions for you to take a seat, and he walks around and sits down. You are old enough. Give me an intelligence roll. And if you have computer, you can roll that as well.
Don't think I have that.
Okay.
A 10, a 10, and a 20.
10,
Or
10,
two,
and 2?
and a 2. Two.
Okay. If you wish, you can re-roll those 10s to potentially get additional successes.
Okay. Yeah. 2 more 10s?
She's gonna learn all your secrets.
On the desk, in front of the monitor, you see a Commodore 64. Something that was all the rage back in the 1980s. And when he sits down, he taps a few keys on it, looks at the monitor and says, "All right. So, I'll just get down to brass tacks. It's usually quicker that way. I don't think I need to tell you there's a lot of shit going down.
Yeah.
Vampires, of course, are always doing their thing. The technocracy is trying to wipe out anyone who doesn't follow their beliefs. Pentex is trying to pollute the world and corrupt it. The werewolves, of course, are doing okay. I'll say their best, even though I would beg to differ, to stop the worm. But all in all, things aren't really getting any better. And that's what my teams are here for. Our job is to put a light on anything that we would much rather not be going on. If we can't take care of it ourselves, the reason we put the light on it is so other groups can. There are many times that we are the man in the middle. Not always the safest place to be, but it does get the job done. And as far as I'm concerned, aside from trying to get some questions answered, I want to leave this world a better place than I found it. Now, in return, I can try to help you.
How can you help me?
Well, and I want to make sure it's understood, this is not a guarantee. But it is a promise that I will put resources towards it. And you're not the only one that I've made this offer to. However, it has been said that if a mage has the right knowledge and the right power, they can erase vampirism.
You gotta be shitting me.
Nope. But here's the problem. Most mages get maybe to this level, and ball of fire appears in his hand. And give me a willpower roll. We'll do target number 6.
8 and a 6.
Okay. The beast inside of you just kind of goes and recoils, but you keep your calm. And with it's gone. That's about the best they can do. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of, well, for lack of a better word, knowledge to get higher than that in what they call spheres. One of those spheres is life. To be able to get to the mastery of life, you'd have to be like the doctorate of doctorates. So needless to say, considering the fact that, you've got maybe one person in 20 million being born as a mage, that means you've got maybe less than 1% who have gotten to that level of power. However, that doesn't mean I won't put resources towards solving the riddle. I do have mages in my employ on other teams. Maybe we'll even have one on this team if the data works out right. Not saying it's going to happen overnight, but it could happen. In return, I just need your help. Because like I said, ultimate goal is trying to leave this world a better place than I found it. And I think given everything you've been through, that'd be kind of a nice change of pace. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. You can say that. I'll do it.
Excellent. Shall I give you a tour?
Sure.
All right. Follow me. He leads you out of the office into the bunker. It's not huge, but it's homey. It's, to your werewolf senses, it has a feeling of tribe. to some extent. Almost like there's a tribe living here. Maybe there is. Maybe it's just not the tribe that you would traditionally be used to. He leads you around, shows you, there's a training spot, there's a galley, there's bunks that have been set aside. They're all small rooms, a little bit bigger than what one would consider a coffin hotel. But it's enough to sleep in, and there's a built-in computer / TV. So if, for downtime, if you want to just turn something on the tube and veg, you can. Or if you want to play music, you can. Overall, it seems to be well thought out.
Better than most places I've slept in.
Yeah, I can say that too. So, it's one thing we do need to take care of. He walks up to a door. Sir, if you could please come to the table. He's got a logo. We need to cover it up because we don't want to get sued. We don't have any money. There's a knock at your door.
Hello?
Hey, it's Reaper. Can you come outside, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me put my thing back here.
Yeah, hold on. You right?
You open the door. You see Reaper standing there? An individual beside him. And I need you to make a perception test. The target number will be 3.
Five.
Okay. You recognize Maya.
Hola, señorita.
Yeah. All right. Follow me. And he pushes you ahead of him and expects you to follow. And leads you into the dojo. Once you're both in there, he's still standing between you two, and he says, okay, we need to get something clear. I'm not going to say that you don't have a right to your feelings. Because you do. But we're also bringing her on the team.
More the merrier.
And I expect you to work together.
I knew there was a catch. Me working with Abomination, huh?
I can bring it to you, but you already are. I told you we're misfits here. But you think just a normal group's going to get shit done?
I'm ready to play, señorita.
Past is in the past. That's where we need to leave it.
Yeah, we're punctually is out too.
What did you say?
Hey. Once again, past is in the past. That man's dead. This is the now.
Fine. If he doesn't stab me in the back, that's fine.
Oh, you can smell me from a mile away, can't you?
I won't kill him.
Yeah.
Fine.
Good, because as far as I'm concerned, I need both you two. And I need both you two to be on your A game. And like I said, I know you got past. But it's exactly that. It's where I wanted to stay.
No problema. Todo está bien. We'll play.
I didn't say it was going to be easy.
You did it.
Just make sure you keep the dog outside.
Wait, mental note. If Zealot hears you say that, she'll give you a beatdown.
I would like to see that.
I'd rather not. So let's keep the language at bay. Cool. Let me show you to your room. Thank you, sir. And he shows you to your room.
Okay.
You know, I didn't plan it. It's just the way the cards fell.
I can deal with a child.
Oh, good. You'll get along with me just fine. All right. Here's your room. Now, I have an open door policy. My door's open. You got anything you need to talk to me about, feel free. Okay?
Sure.
Want you to be a part of this team. Want you to feel valued. I want you to feel respected. So anything you need, you let me know. And with that, why don't you get a rest, take a couple days. We got one more person I'm looking at. Like I said, if the data works out, I get the feeling we may be able to rope her in. All right, I'll talk to you later. And with that, we close the chapter on this scene. Strega. The mages of the Thanatos are an interesting group. Many think that they are glorified hitmen. But there's far more to it than that. The Thanatos are intimately devoted to the forces of death, rebirth, destiny, and karma in the world. They represent a collection of Thanatotic cultists, necromancers, priests of fate, assassins, scholars, gamblers, and even healers. The Thanatos mages embrace the role of death in the world as that which cleanses and makes way for future growth. Most believe in the reincarnation of souls, meaning death in one life is not to be feared and in fact may be crucial to one's spiritual development. Still, beliefs change and get muddied along the way. One sect of these mages was little more than hitmen. Working for the highest bidders, their network of mages would bring final death to any target anywhere in the world. They also embraced Hecate, as opposed to the normal Indian beliefs. In fact, you've had a dreaming where you talked to Hecate herself, leading you to believe that you are her servant. The problem is that no matter how secretive and careful they were, the technocracy sussed them out. A Euthanatos mage may be good, but a technocrat hit team is no easy kill for anyone. That is how you came to be on the run. Your work had you globe-trotting from country to country, enjoying the finest life had to offer, delivering a good death, getting paid, and then moving on to the next contract. It was a good life. At least until those damn technocrats had to ruin it. Arriving in LA, You are at best a shadow of your former self. You've lost many of the contacts and assets that you once had. You use physical items to disguise yourself. You only have a handful of backup passports left. Even your reserve funds are dwindling. At least LA, with its reported chaos, should allow you to hide in its static. You also came to LA for another reason. Hecate told you to go there. That you would find someone who would help you. Well, you don't know who that someone is, but the technocrats are another issue altogether. You were on your way to your safe house, the one you have in LA, when they attacked you in police-like fashion. You took down 2 of theirs before fleeing into Griffith Park. There's 2 problems. First is that these assholes don't give up easily and have cornered you near the observatory. The other problem is that Griffith Park is rumored to be haunted. You have run through the park, across the parking lot, and are hiding at the observatory building, deciding what to do next. You have 7 rounds left in your gun, and you can hear voices of the technocrat hit team moving up the grounds towards you. What would you like to do?
I look around. What do I see?
You see the observatory building behind you. There's a dumpster to your left, which you're using partly to block sight from anyone coming up the crest to see you. And that's about it at the moment. It's nighttime. Certainly after closing time for Griffith Park, it's about 2 in the morning.
Is there any paper in the dumpster?
There might be.
Can I check?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception roll, please.
7.
7. There are some wadded up newspapers.
Do I have anything to spark a fire? No?
Probably the best you could try to do would be with your pistol. Waste a round, close range.
I'll try it.
Alright.
Do I
Go
roll?
ahead and give me dexterity plus firearms.
Okay, so I have 4 plus 2, so
6 dice. Need a 6 or better.
Okay, yeah, I got a 20.
No.
No?
6s. 6s
Oh.
or better. 6,
Oh,
7,
6.
8,
Oh, okay,
9s.
I got a 6. I got a 6. Yeah, I got a 6.
Just one?
Just one 6.
Okay. Any 7s, 8s, 9s, or 10s?
No, just got a 6.
Okay. Any 1s?
No.
Okay. So 1 success. Clearly, fate is on your side. You fire a suppressed round into the dumpster at close range. Perhaps the spark of the .22 caliber round off the metal body, coupled with whatever came out of the suppressor, was just enough to set the papers on fire. And they are now starting to smolder and burn.
How close is the dumpster to the nearest store where the technocrats would come?
About, we'll say, 40 feet.
Is it on wheels?
Yes.
Can I push it towards the door?
You can give me a strength roll. That's going to be target number 7.
Do I add anything? Just pure strength?
Strength. Oh, strength plus athletics. I apologize.
Okay. Okay, so I got a 6, a 5, and a 7.
So All right, 1 success. You don't think this dumpster has been moved on its wheel for years. The wheels squeak loudly in protest to being moved as you put your back into it and start pushing it forward to where the technocrats would probably be coming from.
Mm-hmm. Do I block the door with this dumpster that's now on fire?
There's no door. It's a
No?
parking lot.
Okay. Wherever their entrance is. Okay, so I put it there. I set it on fire.
Okay.
Is there any good hiding places?
Maybe try to go around the observatory and back through the park.
Okay. Actually, I'm not too good at. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. You start maneuvering around the observatory, and that's when they spot you and open fire. A hit mark comes out of the trees, dressed all like a man in black. And there is this arm coming out of his back, holding a minigun. And it spins up and fires, sending a die cascading all the way that way. No comments from the peanut gallery?
No.
You hear a quick whoop, and rounds rip through the concrete. He got 1 success. I will need a Dex plus dodge.
And what am I looking for?
You will be looking for 6s or better. 10s will explode. 1s will take away successes.
Will explode. Okay, so I have 2 6s and a 10.
Okay.
Or actually, yeah, a 10.
Okay, so you can re-roll the 10.
Okay. And it's another 10.
Roll it again.
7.
Oh, yeah. You definitely dodge out of the way as rounds rip into the building, almost in a cartoon pattern, making a silhouette around your body. And you run. Give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Do I add anything to it, or is it just pure?
Just perception. Oh, plus alertness. I'm sorry.
What?
Alertness.
Alertness. Okay. I got a 7 and a 6.
Okay. As you're running around the building, the technocrats behind you giving chase, you can hear voices ahead of you. It sounds like they're starting to tighten the net.
Do I see any good hiding spots on this side of the building?
No, unfortunately.
No doors to go into?
They are all closed.
No windows?
Nope.
No vines?
No.
No ropes? No cars? Well. No shadows?
There are some shadows.
I'll go hide in the shadows.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Dex plus stealth. Turn number will be 6.
Got a 6, I got a 6, I got a 10, I got a 6, I got an 8, and I got a 10.
Okay, you get to roll the 2 10s.
Aw, dang. Okay, so I got 3 6s, 1 8.
Okay. You find a dark shadow pretty much near the edge of the parking lot and the park grounds, where there's a clump of brush that you damn near dive headfirst into and post up, staying as low as you can, letting the brush conceal you. The hit mark that had opened fire on you and chased you, by the time he gets around the corner, he mistakes the moving brush as being the direction you fled and just runs right past you, heading deeper into the park.
I am going to just stay right here
Okay.
and let them pass.
All right. You start to hear a helicopter.
Oh.
More people on the ground, starting to search the area. And at that, a spotlight is just moving across, searching. It moves over your brush and then centers back on it, illuminating where you are hidden.
Any city part? What is it? The manhole covering.
Not where you are, but maybe back the way you came.
I'm gonna double back.
Okay. Start to double back. You come around the corner and you see a firing line of hit marks waiting for you. And that is where I will need everyone else to join me us at the table. It is dinner time in the bunker. For some of you, that means breakfast. Actually, for all of you, that means breakfast. Reaper and Zealot have adjusted their schedule to match yours. And Zealot has come into the galley while you were all feeding. You find that there's always a rather large stock of blood bags in one of the fridges. Never seems to lose its supply almost. Every day it's restocked. She finds a breakfast sandwich, starts heating it up in the microwave. When Reaper comes through the doorway and says, "All the pieces have fallen into place. We need to move now."
Move where?
You just got to trust them.
We'll talk on the road. You get led into the armory. This time, you're issued tactical vests with plates, as well as some magazines. This time, the magazines have a yellow stripe of tape on them. Same for you. You're issued tactical vest, hard armor plates. He grabs a. You notice there's a lot of old guns on the wall. Not the newer stuff. Not the fancy guns that you see these days. It's a lot of stuff from like the 80s. Mac 10s, Uzis, G3 battle rifles, FAL battle rifles, AK-47s. And he looks at you two and says, "Anything fit your fancy?"
I'll take the Mac 10.
There you go.
Does anybody go?
Huh?
I'll go for an AK.
Okay. Hands you an AK. In both cases, you're each given 2 mag pouches, 3 mags each. So you've got a total of 7 magazines. And you are out the door, out of the bunker, into the van, racing down the road. And as you're racing down the road, Reaper hits a lever on the passenger seat chair and swivels around and says, okay, there's a person that I was informed about, a mage, definitely talented, tends to know what she's doing. But her group pretty much worked as hitmen, and the technocracy finally caught up with them. Word is she might be the last one of her group left alive, and now the technocracy is trying to take her out too. So we're heading to Los Angeles as quick as we can so we can pull her butt out of the fire. This could be rough. I don't know if you've ever met a hit mark before, but they're basically guys that are designed to be indestructible and have a minigun coming out of their back.
Interesting.
They'll be backed up by mages, most likely. If you see a man in white, you point him to me, do not engage. Take care of the other stuff. Are we understood?
Yes. Understood.
All right. Zealot races the van down the road. Before you know it, you're on I-10, heading into LA. And quickly she's weaving through traffic as the traffic starts to pile up. She has a knack for seeming to always find the right opening at the right time to keep weaving through, even though it's almost starting to get bumper to bumper, as LA traffic is known for. And finally, you get to the heart of the city where what they call the grid guide activates. And this is where city computers take over all the cars. And everything moves steady. It's nothing like the old days, for those of you who remember the old days, where even if you didn't live in LA, probably saw on the news the bumper to bumper traffic that LA would have from pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Everything flows smoothly as the computers keep track of everyone. And before long, you're taking an off-ramp and heading to Griffith Park. As you get close to Griffith Park, you see that there are police vehicles everywhere. And Reaper goes, yep, figured. Why is my information always late? There is this wrenching feeling all of a sudden. It almost feels like for just a microsecond, you no longer exist at all. And then you're back in the universe again. But instead of being on that road, you're in the parking lot of the Griffith Park Observatory. And Reaper immediately piles out of the passenger side, levels his rifle, and starts shooting at this row of men in black. And that is where I will need everybody to roll initiative. And initiative, I have to remind myself what initiative is because it's been a while. Let's see here. We'll do wits plus alertness. And every 6 or better that you get,
It was wits plus
alertness.
alertness. Okay.
And what number are we aiming for?
Target number 6. 6 or better.
2?
Yeah, and 1s don't count on this roll. 10s don't
Okay.
explode.
I have 2.
So you said it's in wits plus alertness?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to bring my modifier to 6. I don't know how you feel about that.
What was that?
That's going to bring my modifier to 6.
It's
My initiative
wits
mod, because
plus-
my
I
wits
think
is
you're just
4.
having to roll
alertness.
that dice.
Yeah, you're
You
rolling
roll 4.
dice
Okay.
and
Oh, got it.
So 4 plus.
So that would be 6 dice.
And that becomes our modifier.
no, I need to know how many successes you got.
Oh, I have 2.
2.
Which one is that?
Obviously,
Wits
he
plus-
doesn't have his wits about him.
Wits plus
You say that again.
alertness. If you so that would be
Jori?
Yes.
How many?
1.
Two.
So you roll
I rolled
4.
2s today.
And 3.
Jason's got a 3.
Oh, wow. 4, 4, 10.
10's
And a
don't
5.
reroll.
Oh, sorry. 4, 4, and 1.
So
4, 4, 1, and 5.
10's a reroll?
10s don't reroll, 1s don't take away. Okay, so how many 6s are better?
None.
None?
Just the
Okay.
10.
So you're going on a 1. Seems like all the ladies are going on 2. All right. Jason, you're high man on the board.
All right.
What would you like to do?
So about how many of them are out there?
There are 5 hit marks, all men in black, but the odd thing is there is a mechanical arm coming out of their back and there's a minigun mounted on it.
Oh, fuck. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna pick a random one and just fire.
Okay.
So that would be. I'm sorry. How many d6?
Dex
Oh,
plus
I'm sorry,
firearms.
that's it. So firearms is 1.
The target number will be 6. Actually, the target number will be 5
Okay. 5.
because you're getting the drop on.
114.
You pile out the sliding door,
Damn.
bring your weapon up, pull the trigger, nothing happens. And that's when you realize it's still unsafe.
What the? Oh.
You try to shoot again if you like.
Oh, that's right. I got 2. I got a 10, 3, and 4.
Okay, it tends to explode on this.
Okay, so we roll.
Yeah.
3.
3? Okay, so 1 success.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll 7 dice. The bullets leave the barrel of the Mac, and every round has like this golden glittering trail.
What the fuck? I'm looking for 5 or better?
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got 2 10s.
Reroll?
Both of them?
Yep.
And then for those 2 10s, it's a 9 and a 2.
And he does have 1 1. So does
And
that
1
take
1.
away
So
his
1
success?
does take away.
Okay.
Yes.
So now how many do you have?
It's 4.
Oh, 4.
4? Alright. First hit mark gets hit hard.
Nice.
And I forgot to record Reaper shot, so I need to do it again. I think I did worse this time. number 5 gets the same number of wounds. Okay. Now that will bring us to all the 2s. We will start with first person on the list, which is Jori.
Okay. I first off would like to ask a question about authority. Authority, is it just one person that I can do that on?
As I recall, yes.
How much havoc would it, like, I guess one effect is that if I do it on one of the other guys that are in like the uniforms and stuff.
Roll intelligence plus knowledge.
Intelligence.
Okay.
Yes.
May I ask you to please pick up that long die there? I would appreciate it.
Wait, you said plus knowledge?
Intelligence plus knowledge.
But knowledge is like the
No,
whole
that's fine.
column.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Am I missing something?
Oh,
Knowledge is the whole column, isn't it?
It's that one die with the hit marks.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have intelligence, but knowledge is like the whole column of the things, right? Or am I missing
Oh,
something?
sorry. Lore.
Lore, okay. One.
My apologies.
Okay. Sorry. Before I do this, I do want to do multitasking as well, so that I can be doing this and take a shot with my 10.
Problem is multitasking will be an action.
Okay, so if I'm doing that.
But I tell you what, I will let you cast that right before going into battle.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a roll for it to see if you're successful.
Okay, and then do I just roll a 1?
Irritates.
Irritate.
You're irritated.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the target number will be... Are you going to use your deck for this or not?
No, not yet, because
Okay.
there are too many civilians. Well, unknowns. I don't know.
Well, if you're casting it in the van, there's no one to see.
Oh, gotcha. No.
Okay. So target number will be 6.
Okay. I have one success.
1 success? Okay. That's all you need.
Okay.
So, yes, you can go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
Plus make an attack.
Okay, and then you said it was intelligence plus 4. Okay, and then 2 successes?
2 successes? Okay.
Okay.
From what you have learned about the technocracy, chances are that won't work, especially on these guys. Because these guys are, I don't want to say mindless drones, but they're very rigid. So trying to override their programming would be very difficult.
I'll shoot at them.
Okay.
And that is the dexterity. And then, what am I at? Which 2?
Dexterity plus firearms.
Firearms, okay. 2 successes.
2? Okay. So roll 7 dice.
Okay. 10s I reroll.
Yes.
Okay. Doggone it. Sorry, I have 2 1s. So I still have
Figures.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. To which one? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Whatever one he hit. Or that he was
Okay.
after.
1 goes down.
Nice.
You see the same thing that Jason saw when you fire the submachine gun.
His name is Dom. Sorry.
Sorry,
Continue.
my apologies. The bullets that get spat out of the firearm leave almost like a sparkling golden tracer line before hitting the hit mark in the back and driving it into the ground.
Okay. And I get a second shot with that gun, right?
Yes.
Okay. Two successes.
Okay. So roll 7 dice for damage.
That was a win. Okay, so I have just 1 success.
1 success. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll 6 dice.
Whoopsies. Sorry. I liked it better when it landed on the table. Okay, so 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, to which one?
Whichever one
2,
is
3, 4, 5.
next to the one that I just took down.
Okay. Number 2.
Yes.
And that will bring us to Christie. Christie, you're looking at what to you almost seems like a firing squad. 5 hit marks, all have their miniguns trained upon you. And then all of a sudden, behind them, you see this delivery van pop into existence. The passenger door flies open. A black man in tactical gear with a battle rifle immediately piles out and fires at the furthest most right hit mark, hitting him in the back with, you think, premium bullets. And then more people start to pile out of the van and start shooting at the hit marks, killing one of them already and wounding a third. What would you like to do?
I have my hands in the air because I was going to surrender. And I just say, what a lively party. Can I use any magic at all?
Yes.
How close am I to that lovely dumpster that's on fire?
We'll say 40 feet.
Can I make a whirlwind and just kind of scatter the flames and debris, like the flaming debris around?
I will allow it. Roll your irritate at target number 7.
And what was the other one, 7?
Your irritate, the target number 7.
Okay. I got 1 7.
All right. So you make a gesture. Since your forces isn't very high, you make the gesture to give that wind movement so that you can build upon it. And a miniature dust devil, invisible because there isn't a lot of dust in the parking lot, whips up, hits the dumpster, and sends burning trash flying everywhere and creating a bit of a visual obscurity.
And I'm still allowed to move, right?
Yes.
I make a break for it.
Okay, where to?
Anywhere that there... Wait, it's distracted on this side, right?
Yeah.
I go for wherever there is commotion so I can escape, slither through.
All right. You start running. Okay. You will take a point of paradox from that.
Okay.
But nothing happens. So you, given the fact that you know you heard people the way you were heading, you decide to head back the way you'd already come from, where your car was when they pulled you over. And you break into the brush and trying to disappear into the tree line. That brings us to Gabby.
That is not my name, but okay.
It's mine.
That's not my name.
It's mine.
That's not my name.
Sorry, Maya. It has been a long week.
Yes, it has. Okay, we got a 6, a 10, an 8, and a 6.
What are you doing, by the way?
I want to shoot
Okay.
the Mac 10 at the one that's been weakened.
Okay, either 2 or 5, your choice.
I'll go with 5.
Okay. So how many successes do you have?
I have 2 6s, an 8, and a 10.
Okay, so did you re-roll the 10?
No, I need to.
Yeah. Roll another die.
7.
7?
Mhm.
So that's now 5 successes.
Yes.
So You're going to roll 10 dice for damage.
Whoa. I don't have enough.
This is mine.
Have some of these over here.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of.
Okay.
And what is the?
Every 6 or better.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5?
Mhm.
All right. You put 5 into the asphalt. And you swear you can hear Reaper go, that was my kill.
Sorry.
Okay. You still have a second shot if you wish to take it.
Yes, I will.
Okay. Number 2, 3, or 4?
I'm gonna go with 2.
Okay.
That an accent? 10, a 10, and this 3. So I'm gonna re-roll the 10.
Yeah, you can roll 10.
So 2.
2?
Mhm.
Okay, so 7 dice damage.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. You want to re-roll the 10?
Yes.
10 again. Re-roll again.
Yeah, he's done.
It keeps going to 10.
So you drop 2.
Okay.
Right. And that brings us to Zealot. Oh, geez. Seems to be the night for exploding tents.
The anticipation.
She piles out of the driver's seat, reaches at the base of the seat, pulls out a throwing axe and hurls it as she starts to close on the 2 that are left. And it hits, but for those of you who are still left, you can hear this pang as it bounces right off of him. And that will bring us to... What would you like to do?
I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. Number 3 or number 4, your choice.
Give me number 3.
Okay. Go ahead and roll Dex plus Firearms. 6 or better.
One, 2, 3.
3?
Yep.
Okay. Roll 9 damage.
9?
Yep.
Need more, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, how
Need
many?
3 more. Here. What's the number?
6.
4.
4? All right. And 3 takes 4 health and is severely wounded. And that brings us to them. Reality deviance detected. Engaging. They turn around and you see these miniguns. They're already spinning and they just open up. and it sounds like the end of the world.
That's why I ran.
They had 8 successes, and then they re-rolled their 10s and got 3 ones.
Oh.
Okay. Everybody takes 2 health damage. Now you'll notice that there's on your health tracker, there's a box, and then there's an underline. The box, these are all considered to be non-aggravated wounds. So you will cross off a box. If you were to take aggravated damage, you would actually put a check or an X in the underline.
So where are you talking about? Where is that on our sheet?
Left-hand side.
Left-hand
page?
side.
I'm sorry, right-hand side.
Right-hand side.
Almost middle.
Middle.
Okay.
I see health, bruised, hurt. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're marking 2
Yeah, 2 boxes.
2
Oh,
boxes.
go.
As they just spray rounds across everyone. All right. That brings us to the top of the list. Reaper breaks into a run, heads into the tree line. Same direction she went. Your turn, Dom.
Okay. Can I sort of kind of follow him back? Or follow him, but at the same time firing?
Sure.
Okay.
That will increase your difficulty, but you can do it.
Okay. So, but still just roll a basic attack.
So, yeah, you're going to roll Dex plus Firearms.
Okay.
Your difficulty is going to be 7.
Seven and 8.
Nice. So roll 7 damage. You're looking for 6s or better.
I got 1 6, an 8, and 2 6. Well, a 6 6 8.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. All he can do is dodge because he can't soak it. Which one are you shooting? 3 or 4?
I'll go for 3.
3? Congratulations. You finish him off. You only had 1 left, and that was the one that we needed. You're moving across the parking lot, shooting at the same time. Of course, moving and trying to shoot does tend to throw your aim off. So
Right.
not as good as it could have been, but since he was wounded, it takes him down.
Nice.
Okay, and that will bring us to Jori.
Okay. So how
Sorry,
many?
Arash.
Thank you. How many are left?
1.
Just
And then
the
there
one?
was 1.
Okay. Then I won't risk paradox. I will just simply fire.
Okay.
One success. After
Okay.
taking 1 away.
He dodges. You can attempt again if you like.
Yes. Sorry. Forget it. I got 2 1s. It doesn't matter what I reroll for the 10.
You're like, damn it, and you readjust your aim, fire again, and you get click. And that's when you notice that there's a piece of brass sticking out of the ejection port. So you will have to spend a round clearing a jam. And at that, it's Vega's turn.
I keep going.
Okay.
I keep going. You said I was making my way to my car, so I'll keep going to my car.
You run. You're running through the forest as like your life depends on it because, well, it might. And that's when you see something you've never, ever wanted to see in your life. floating down from the trees is a man in an immaculate white suit. He's almost got a Colonel Sanders look to him. In the fact that he's got the graying beard, the graying hair. Not as plump, we would say. This guy definitely looks like he's more in shape, more fit.
Two ripped kernels.
And he floats down, waves a hand, and roots from the ground shoot up to try to snare you in a cage. I will need you to roll a dexterity plus knowledge.
Feel me now. So I got a 9, a 6, and a 6.
So 3 successes.
Yes.
He has 5 over you.
Oh.
Roots shoot up and practically form almost like a bubble over you and around you. And you can just see him as these roots intertwine between each other. He smiles. And then you hear this pop behind you. And you hear this voice behind you go, "Sorry, I need her more than you do." And all of a sudden, you have this sickening feeling like you just do not exist in the universe anymore. And then you're in the van.
I don't feel so good. That's not how you're supposed to feel at a party.
The black man sticks his head out the door and yells, "Marines, we are leaving!"
You talking to us?
Has to be.
But we're not
Marines.
If we are, then
Is that-
news to me.
What?
So we're supposed to be leaving? I'm gonna do what the man says.
Okay.
He says go, we go.
Okay. You fall back into the van?
Yep.
Okay. Are you going to shoot while you do? Or
I
just...
can, yeah. I'll
Okay.
shoot before I go in. So
Parting is such sweet. You looking for 7s?
I got nothing.
Okay. You fire a second shot if
I'll
you like.
go for a second shot then. Got an 8 and a 10. And 7.
Nice. That's 3 successes. So roll 8 damage. This will be 6s or better.
Okay. I got that. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. So I got a 6, and a 6.
He is wounded. And then you are in the van. And you see a new person in the van as well.
Where did you come from?
I would like to know the same thing.
She's with us.
I am?
Zealot falls back to the van, gets in the driver's seat. Ta-da!
I'm gonna fire at the last one while running back.
Okay. Lucky number 7.
Ah, la verga, nada, nothing.
Ouch, that sucks.
Yeah,
You shoot again if you want. Hey, at least none of them were 1s.
yeah.
It wasn't a botch.
Alright, let's do it. Come on. Santa Maria, por favor.
That one's cocked. So reroll. Oh.
I got two.
Ah,
2 successes.
Yeah, but also
yeah.
2 ones. So
Oh.
you missed both times.
Oh, man.
how useful.
Huh? Oh, you're still talking.
The hit mark fires on you because you're the most logical target since you were shooting at him. That's 6, 8, 9. You can roll a Dex plus dodge. You're looking at 6s.
3, but 1, so 2.
2? Okay.
Wait, isn't that a 6 right there, though? 7, 6, 6.
Yeah, but I got 1.
Oh, 73.
That dodge saved your butt. You take 1 health damage because you reduced the number of dice he had to hit you with. All right. Done.
Yo. Alright, so there's still 1 left, right?
Yep. And you hear the van's engine. Boom.
Let's move! And I start charging towards the van
Okay.
while firing at the last one.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 3, a 10, and a 6, so I'll reroll the 10. And I got a 3 for the reroll.
Okay.
So,
Does the 10 count as a success
Yes.
before you re-roll it?
Yes.
Okay, so technically you have 2 successes.
I have 2 successes.
So 7 dice.
One, 2, 6 or better?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes,
5, 6.
You turn that guy into Swiss cheese. And then board the van. Yeah. That will bring us to a rush.
No more bad guys, right?
Nope. At least not at the moment.
Okay.
Get in the van.
But I'm not a Marine!
Get in the van!
He said the Marines are to leave and I'm not a Marine! What am I supposed to
I just grab her
do?
and just start charging.
Zealot sighs heavily, looks at Reaper and says, I told you you shouldn't be using movie quotes with these people. And Reaper goes, it's a reflex.
Get in the van.
I only get in the van because he grabs me and starts pulling me along.
Okay.
Okay.
You get in the van. Zealot starts backing up. That's when you see more hit marks coming around the corner of the building.
Aren't you glad you got in the van?
No, because now we're an easy target and we're one single target!
He'll do his thing that makes me sick.
Arguing isn't going to make anything better, ladies.
Who are you?
I'd like to know that too.
The hell did she
You
come
don't
from?
even know who you are?
I think I do,
I think
you do.
but then I don't.
she says, I think, and then the world stops. And then a microsecond later, you come back to reality. And you're in the dirt parking lot of the warehouse.
I think it's going to be.
I said he was going to do the
Saying
thing.
that shit.
He did the thing.
And
He's got to get a stronger stomach.
Reaper wipes blood from his nose. Oh, that hurt.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Let's get our new guest inside.
I'm a guest? Are we having a party?
You're a guest. But let's talk inside.
I didn't get my invitation, but sure, I'll come.
Well, pretty sure the technocrats weren't giving you an invitation either.
Oh, they had a wonderful party. They were just about to shoot their fireflies. But it's alright. I blew out my candle.
She's talking about.
Okay, I thought it was just me. I didn't
No,
understand
yeah,
anything
no,
she said. Okay.
You are led into a derelict warehouse, for lack of better words. It's the kind of warehouse that might have been made in the 40s or 50s, corrugated steel. Some of the walls are, bent open, showing you the inside. The door still works amazingly. There's debris everywhere. Broken pallets, pieces of metal, broken concrete, the works. The woman with white hair moves ahead and lifts up a concrete slab to reveal stairs. And you are led down the stairs into a bunker. Well lit. Air smells well processed. And the black man goes, "You and I need to talk. Guys, seriously. Good job.
For some of us, yes.
Go get some rest."
They won't be joining us.
This is a discussion between you and me.
The party is lackluster.
Can I activate heightened hearing and eavesdrop?
Sure.
Okay.
Spend a bullet point.
Okay.
You are led into a small office. Simple desk, small desk. There's a chair in front, chair behind it. Behind the desk is a bookcase. You can see a few paper books, a cube with different colored squares on it. And do you have computers?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You can also see an odd-looking computer sitting on the desk in front of the monitor. After you enter, he closes the door, motions for you to have a seat before walking around the desk and sitting down himself. Strega, pleasure to meet you. Heard a lot about you. I've also heard a lot about what's happened to your group recently because of the damn technocracy.
It was unfortunate. But it's life. It happens.
Well, you got a good outlook. A friend of a friend told me about you. And that you have skills I could use.
You
and
can
also that you
use?
need help.
I'd like to know more.
Let's just say my friend is not the normal kind of friend, and from what I've been told, you don't have the normal kind of friend either, if you get my drift.
Define normal.
Well, normal would be mortal. Abnormal would be deific.
Wouldn't you argue that everything is technically living?
Some of the people that helped me tonight, see, you could have blurred that line. I need you to make a perception plus alertness test, please.
I want to hang outside with her so she can tell me if she hears anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna linger around them.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay. What number am I aiming for?
6.
Okay. 3.
3? Okay. So yeah, you're hearing this conversation
Okay.
pretty much word for word.
Yeah.
I serve Inanna. Inanna knows Hecate. My camera is being a pain in the butt. Stay.
You have many cool devices.
Anyways, friend of a friend informed that you would need assistance and that you have skills that would be helpful for me.
How would they help you?
I think it's safe to say that the world's not getting better, it's getting worse.
I think it's quite fine.
Well, clearly you and I see the definition of the word fun differently.
It's all in perspective. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Be that as it may, there's some things that could be straightened out.
You can try and control as much as you like, but it's just like the wind.
I don't think control is really what I'm looking for here. I think simply fighting the good fight is more what I'm looking for here.
I guess we have different perspectives. No? Yes. No. Yes. No. Continue.
So the question is, do you want to work with us?
I don't like the word. I don't like the word work. I'll help. I think I might be useful. And even if I'm not, I'm sure one of these people will be in need of assistance soon. If you catch my drift.
All right. Sure. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. Cool. Follow me. I'll show you around. And at that, he gives you a tour of the bunker. And shows you to a room that is set aside for you. And that is where we end this scene. It is the 22nd of May, 2075. You all sit in a drab room with walls of gray concrete. For most of you, this gray concrete has become your home within the last few days to weeks. Of course, considering the dead end you came face to face with at some point before ending up here, perhaps this place isn't so bad. An old-fashioned tungsten filament light bulb. Something you would have thought to have been extinct. Hangs from the ceiling. Their incandescent 60-watt light spears straight down as it is reflected from a circular metal shade that hangs above it. You are all in metal folding chairs, the military type that have no cushioning for comfort. There are no windows and only one door. Said door is made of steel and appears to be as reinforced as the concrete walls it is set into. The air smells as sterile as the room feels. The silence is deafening as you each sit in this room. There are no detectable noises, save the breathing from some individuals. Hinges suddenly squeal as the door opens, and the black man that most of you now know as Reaper strides in. His 6'3" tall frame is dressed in black fatigues. Also, he has a tactical vest on, decked out with 2 unrecognizable pistols and a lot of magazine pouches. A ratty leather backpack hangs on one shoulder. Hair the color of tarnished silver is pulled back into a tail, and he sports a bit of silver beard to match. A lit cigar is clenched in his teeth, smoke lazily curling off of it. Behind him walks a woman, just a few inches shorter, her military boots making soft thuds that echo within the room. This is a woman you all know as well. She sports short, stark white hair that is stylish yet sensible from a military point of view. Her athletic form is clad in black BDU pants and a white tank top that leaves little to the imagination. To those who are Geru, she is an anachronism. A medicine bag of patchwork leather that appears to be of Uktena make is slung over her shoulder. A silver bangle with a Corax's feather is attached at one wrist. A white leather belt with a wide belt buckle showing the black fury marking cinches the BDUs to her hips. Taking up the rear is another woman you all have met only recently, standing maybe 5 foot tall. She's clad in a simple white dress. She has long, straight black hair and alabaster skin. There is an almost otherworldly beauty about her, or perhaps an old world beauty. Yet the most interesting thing is she wears no shoes. Her bare feet making slight slaps on the concrete floor. Reaper gets to the center of the room, looking at all of you. Evening. Everyone well rested?
Yeah.
Excellent.
This cable TV.
I just want to know, I'm staring at the beautiful tungsten light. I think that's what it's called, the light at the center of the room, but I'm listening.
So, welcome to your new home. We've gotten everything moved into this new bunker just for you. This is where you will be training for the next roughly 6 weeks. And as I've said before to all of you, you're all here because, like all of us in this room, we're misfits. No one wants us. Chances are no one likes us. And even those you once called clan, tradition, or tribe likely want you dead. Now you're here, and you have a second chance.
It's all in perspective. The world wants you, and that's why you're here. Still stares at light.
I want to squish your cheeks.
Pulling a remote out of his cargo pocket, he presses a button and an 80-inch LED screen drops down and turns on.
What the shit?
So welcome to our dysfunctional little family. I've been realizing for some time that something is wrong. I think everyone's been realizing something is wrong. Even the mundanes know something is wrong. But nobody can put a finger on it. What everyone does feel is that something worse is coming. The vampires call it Gehenna. The werewolves call it Ragnarok. Mages call it Ascension. Hell, they're probably the only ones that have a outlook that's even remotely positive as compared to everyone else. I know that threats need to be identified. Threats need to be taken out. Hopefully in the process I can get some answers, some questions answered. So, what we're going to do, we're going to do some training. And before we go any further, might as well make formal introductions. Even if you don't know each other, let's go through it again. So I'm Reaper. I run this organization. This here is Zealot. Zealot will be taking care of training that relies on the more athletic or martial abilities. So if you're learning a weapon, if you're learning athletics, you're going to be learning it from her. This new lady here, you can call her Lil. And Lil, well, her expertise lies more in the esoteric and occult areas. I guess in a way you could say that she will be your defense against the dark arts teacher. Zealot lets out a snort as he does yet another movie reference.
I hate this guy.
So, as for me, like I said, I lead this organization. You're not the only team. I have to interface with other teams every once in a while. When I'm here, once more, I have an open door policy. You need to talk. If you've got any problems, let me know. I'll be more than happy to address them. There might be times that I will be leading a class here and there. But for the most part, you'll be dealing with these two ladies. This new facility is well hidden, underground. To spare my partner the use of another movie reference, guess in a way you could say this facility is kind of like Umbrella. It's deep underground. No one knows about it. We just don't have the zombies.
Okay. I don't understand.
It's a movie.
I want an umbrella.
Rocks again.
It's fun to play with them in the rain.
Someone get her an umbrella, please.
You can't open that inside. It's bad luck.
Only if it's
That's very
black.
true. Thank you for reminding me and saving me my luck.
So, you'll have roughly 6 weeks of training. The objective of this training is not only to learn new things, but also to work with each other. You need to learn what everyone does, how they do it, how you all move, how you all react. You need to be a team. Because if you're not a team, if you don't understand how you each are going to react under stress, you're going to meet your final death. And I'd prefer you didn't do that quite this moment.
I'll be there when you do.
So, let's all get started, shall we? The first hour is our classroom. It's dry. It's boring. But you find out that this new facility is in the hills just outside of LA. And I want to say Bakersfield, but I don't think that's right. I'll have to look it back up on the map. So you go through a couple hours, and the training lays out who Pentex is for those who don't know. That they are a mega corporate structure run by a spirit called the Worm. And the Worm is a destructive entity that wants to wants to corrupt and destroy the world. That's its goal, its ultimate reason for being. Most werewolves are fighting against the Worm. And as both Reaper and Zealot derisively say, yeah, they probably do a better job of fighting the Worm if they quit fighting themselves. So you also learn, for those who don't know about vampires, you learn about the various clans. The Camarilla, the Sabbat, the ones in between. And then there are the mages, where the technocracy is trying to ruin everything. He does provide you with some interesting information, however. During the purge that happened in Los Angeles almost 2 decades ago now, the technocracy came in contact with Pentex individuals who were corrupted. And these Pentex individuals were seen to be just as much of a reality deviant as anyone else. Combat ensued. The technocracy tried to purge the subsidiary of all reality deviants. It didn't go so well. The technocracy had to fall back, lick its wounds, start to come up with new strategies. And evidently Pentex was none too thrilled that these mages would come into their home and start a ruckus. Pentex has a global media market of its own. So they started doing movies and television shows that were positive towards the idea of magic. And in less than 2 decades, they have started to change the paradigm. Probably through subliminal messages within the movies and TV shows. But the technocracy has found its so-called grip on reality starting to loosen. Which, of course, is good for mages like us. Bad for the technocracy. Maybe. Doesn't seem like the paradigm has changed against their favor. It's just changed in favor of the other traditions. So hopefully we're going to be able to get allies from other traditions in this effort to bring some balance back to this planet with anyone. Well, that's enough classroom for now. Let's get lunch. So you walk out of the classroom and you head through the concrete corridors and find yourself in the mess hall that has a military feel to it, or maybe even penitentiary. Metal tables with metal bench seats are bolted to the floor, and they dominate the floor space. A total of 8 of them. On the far left corner of the wall is a full kitchen complete with 4 fridges and 3 chest freezers. Cabinetry covers the entire length, providing storage for all kinds of foodstuffs. Food of all kinds is available no matter who you are. So no one in the group is without choice. What would you like to do?
Grab a blood bag.
Okay.
Sam.
I'll take one.
All right.
I get normal human food.
Okay.
What are you eating?
That's a great question. What am I eating?
What would you like?
What do you have? Oh, okay, I'm gonna go with mine. I get the tray. I'm assuming it's a tray, yeah?
No, it's everything's in freezer or fridge.
Oh.
So there's a lot of, microwavable food, fresh food.
You know, I really can't decide. This packet looks really good, but I love the vibrant greens on this one.
How about you just have a salad?
Is there any alcohol in here?
Yes.
All right. I might take some vodka.
You would.
Or do you prefer tequila?
Any, mini, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe.
There are
Dollars, let it go. I'm gonna
a
go with this
little
one.
over a dozen bottles of a Polish vodka called Lupusłowa.
I'm gonna mix it up with this blood. Call it a Bloody Mary. Tastes organic, doesn't it? Or do you prefer something else?
Somewhere and enjoy my blood bag.
Just
Okay.
a little bit.
I picked the bag next to what I think is vegetables, whatever it may be.
Okay.
The blood bag.
And you end up with a breakfast sandwich.
This looks wonderful. And I go over to the devices.
Okay.
I start pressing a button.
All right.
And the door doesn't open, but numbers appear. And I just get more frustrated and keep pressing until something happens. You're a confounded machine, and I wish you would open your door so I can pop this sandwich inside of you.
It's something I have no idea.
And the eject button on the microwave, for some reason, all on its own, just goes click, and the door swings.
I am so happy that we came to a mutual agreement. Close the door. And I just press start. But I've left all the numbers, so it's like 60 hours.
This is quite entertaining. It reminds me of Cabo in 2002. Listen here.
I just wait and I watch it spin around.
Okay.
This is pretty entertaining.
Anyone still smell burning?
The microwave, which in 2075 has all kinds of internal sensors, detects that the food is totally cooked, invalidates your timer, and goes ding, and the door clicks open.
I appreciate that you are so cooperative now. I pull it out. Ow!
It's hot.
I noticed. It's all right, though. Are there plates? Any?
Yes.
Okay. I go grab a plate, and I daintily pick it up, put it on the plate, and I make my way to my seat. Daintily.
An adorable kid.
Do you remember cable television? That was so excellent.
It was a pastime.
Some of us
Can't
weren't
beat that
spoiled
content.
brats.
Spoiled, huh?
So
Oh, I
just to
forgot.
clarify, vampires can't have alcohol, correct? Unless they feed off of, like, a drunk human.
It depends. You're not going to metabolize the alcohol.
You're not gonna get drunk.
So it's just
Right.
going to be like drinking water.
Not necessarily like drinking water. You're probably going to get a shadow of what it used to be like. So you're probably going to get kind of that, the remembrance of that sting going down your throat. But it's not going to be the full-on effect that you remember when you were alive.
Copy. So yeah, definitely won't.
If you wanted to get that, if you wanted to get the feeling of a cocaine high, then you would seek out someone who was actually on cocaine and drink their blood.
Got it.
So that you could get that secondary hit, so to speak.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Just to clarify.
So, just to clarify, do you guys know each other from before we both saved both of your pets?
Oh yeah, we used to come from the same type of town, huh? Señorita.
Same type of town.
Might have
Para
run into each
Mexico,
other.
should I say?
I went there for a little while.
So where exactly are you guys from?
Las Vareñas, Mexico. My father was a don there. He owned the land.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
Key word is was.
Maybe if you would have fought like that, a bunch of you would have won.
I still can't understand a word. I don't understand anything coming out of his mouth. I don't understand.
Where are you from, darling?
What?
Where are you from?
Where am I?
Where you come from? Your land.
A land that is no longer here. Where are you
Atlantis.
from?
Hey, take it easy.
Where are you from?
What should I tell you? I just met you.
Well, we're going to be here for a very long time.
All of a sudden, subtitles are appearing below.
No, that will only help if I could read the subtitles.
Oh no, you can read the subtitles because you know English at this point. I mean, you might not be able to read it fast enough, but you see the subtitles and you look and you give a side glance over at Reaper and he just goes.
Okay. Let's try this one more time.
And by the way, you all are seeing subtitles. Not just her. All of you are seeing subtitles when people talk.
I'm in a comic book now. This is
I love
fabulous.
the words that are coming out of your mouth.
You got one too.
What did they put in these blood bags?
I need another one. Another round.
So I still don't understand how you guys know each other. Oh, okay. So you visited his place a long time ago.
Yes.
You can say that.
Why
Yes,
do you
you
keep
wish.
saying that? Because we did say that.
We fought against and together. at one
Against
point.
and together.
Mhm.
Like being together?
No.
Oh, she wishes.
Actually, I
You
don't
wish.
think so from what I've heard her say.
Hmm. You should have saw her back in my day.
We fought against each other.
You guys ripped the shit out of each other or what?
He
Oh yes, we did.
What the fuck are you smiling about?
Because my set won. Ask her. And ask her why.
I killed his father.
Did he deserve it?
Yes. Very
Why?
much so. His father was one of the men that helped kill my people.
We had nothing to do with it. You
Yeah,
want to blame
he's-
the Dons? Find the Dons who actually did that. We have nothing to touch.
He was there, yes or not? He was.
My brother
So I took his head, and you took my commanders,
and Zapatas as well.
and then I took your brothers.
I knew it was coming.
Merry Christmas!
Feliz Navidad!
What did I start?
It's okay.
I like Christmas. They always put up beautiful lights.
Reaper sits down next to Maya. So, let me ask you two something.
Anyway,
You say your side won, but if you really look at history, did they?
no, we all lost.
Yeah. And I think that there's the moral of the story. My work here is done. And he walks away.
Yeah, thanks, Reaper.
Anytime.
Shoot, if you look at the news, Mexico's still at war right now.
Ain't that the truth?
What's your name?
Dan Alejandro Jimenez de la Vega. At your service.
Can you
Is this
say
guy
that
for
again?
real right
It
now?
sounds so melodic.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Dan Alejandro Jimenez de la Vega.
Can I just call you Demanis?
Alex. You can call me Alex or Dom.
Alex.
Oh, wait, you're Dom. I'm Don. Dom Don. Dom Don. I'm
So you're really gonna be a funny man.
Is that a food item?
He thinks he is.
Dum-dum?
Well, like dumbass.
I like
Tomas was my father's name, so yes, it was Tomas.
So it kind of runs down the family. I'm starting to realize that.
Oh, probably. But it tends to happen when you have our status.
Is he gonna be doing this the whole time?
Siempre que sí, hombre.
Even with subtitles, I don't understand.
Yeah, what's the subtitle situation here?
The subtitles still translate. Actually, I take that back for you. It does
Sounds
translate to Sumerian as best it can.
I
But since Sumerian,
Off credit.
but since Sumerian was a simpler time, if it can't translate it to Sumerian, it falls back to English.
Okay.
So you're getting these. So you're getting these subtitles that are cuneiform English, English cuneiform.
You like to piss on plants?
Don't we all do at one point? No? Oh, well, it's just me.
You are what you eat. Careful what you piss on.
Mm-hmm.
As she's
If
eating a
that makes
salad.
any sense.
I have a sandwich.
Got a sandwich.
A sandwich.
Put it in the microwave.
Say lettuce on this sandwich. Be careful.
No, it's not much.
You are Maya, right?
Yep. Maya Perez.
¿Y dónde está Miguel?
I would take your head off.
Oh, you would have to do it.
Would you
Before
like
I do it to you.
Do you guys want to just go, like, have sex?
No.
And then...
No. No.
I don't think they do that.
No.
It's okay.
And you are?
Arash.
Where do you come from?
From a long time ago.
And you say we're confusing. You?
Name's Dom. Originally, well, I've been I show my fang. I've been like this for about 70 years now. But originally I was from Little Italy, New York City.
You're a young one.
Fabulous.
And,
You can call me Strega.
Okay.
And I go with the wind.
Excelente, Strega.
You mean like you can hover in the wind?
I would love to hover in the wind. If you can teach me, I'll do it.
Wait a minute, hold on. We saw this random, out of nowhere, whirlwind launch at this fire when we found you. Were you responsible for that?
Oh, when I blew out my candle? Yes.
Blew out the candle. That was not a candle. That was a whole dumpster on fire.
It's all in perspective. What you see is a fire, a dumpster fire. I see is a candle.
Yeah, to each its own, I guess.
How long have you been a mage?
As long as I can remember. Weren't you always a vampire?
No.
Well, I've always been like this. Me and my sisters.
You were born this way?
Who did you study under?
I studied under Hecate. She taught me. She is my mother.
I would like both Rash and Strega to make a perception plus alertness.
I have 3 successes.
Nice.
I got 1.
Okay. What is your arcane rating? It'll be under backgrounds.
Backgrounds 2.
2?
I got 2.
2? Okay. Arash, you can just barely sense. She definitely feels like a mage.
Do I have any sort of sense of her avatar or anything like that?
You'd have to try to do more active sensing, delve deeper to do that. That would also require spirit.
Okay.
But I don't know if you have a rote for that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Other than not really.
Homework.
I'll be studying. So, how old are you?
I liked your answer. I'll take that answer too.
Yeah. It means you have a history that you don't want to talk about.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Well, then it's
Maybe
not
a
my
history
answer.
that I'm just not fully aware of. And I don't know how to express it. I just can't put my finger on it.
Like you can't remember? Is there a word for that when you can't remember something?
Amnesia?
Amnesia. Like amnesia?
I guess if that's what you want to call it. It's more like I see the images, but then they go away, like a dream that you saw vividly. But then you can't remember when you wake up.
Are you a dream speaker?
No.
Were you attacked? Did you get some brain damage?
Well, we're always under attack. I was just attacked last night.
This is true.
I wanted to ask, how did that happen? How did you...
They took out my team. One by one, took them out with their fireflies. And with the dragonfly in the air.
Dragonfly?
Mhm.
You mean like the insect?
Well, it wasn't the actual insect. It was the one that just hovered in the air and has a beautiful light that shines on the ground.
Helicopter.
what she's talking about.
Helicopter, you know.
No.
If that's what you call it, then sure.
Used to have a couple of those. Great times.
I'm sure you did.
So you said that he was young for being a vampire?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been a vampire?
Far longer.
How would you know that?
You said how long? How long have you been alive?
I didn't tell you how long I was alive. I told you how long I turned.
What were you
this.
before?
Repeat the question?
What were you before?
Well, not this, I'll tell you that. I was human.
Okay. Human. And you said you've been a vampire for how long?
So, actually, this year it's pushing 75 years.
Yes. You're young.
So how long have you been a vampire?
Over 200.
You win.
Yeah. I do.
What about you, Alex de Mons?
It
I
is
don't
Don
know.
Alejandro, like a beautiful song. Don Alejandro, Don Alejandro, Don Alejandro.
Oh, keep going, please.
Don Alejandro.
I'm good. I'm staying out of this.
How long have you been a vampire?
Younger, a little bit younger than 200. But I chose it. You didn't you?
I did not.
You ate every moment. You never told me how you turned.
That's none of your business.
I mean, from a person who killed my father, I think I have a right.
Do you want me to go into detail how I did that instead?
I had to be the one that buried him, so why not?
Like I said, that is none of your business.
It's like a beautiful transformation, like a seed that falls into the ground and dies, and becomes something new. That's what you all are.
And peace be with you, sister.
Thank you.
What made you decide to become a vampire?
I wanted to find the person that killed my father. My brother.
I'm right here.
But instead of killing her, I took the one she loved too. An eye for an eye.
I took two, though.
I took a whole head. So I'll take that.
I took your brother's and your dad's. Would you like me to take the rest? Oh, wait. They're all dead.
You're still missing one.
I have to play nice.
No, it's a shame. I love a good game of poker.
How do you play poker?
It's
I like games. We should learn.
it's
I wonder if they have Uno here.
Mine.
He's making
Give me
gestures at her.
a perception plus alertness.
He's trying to test the shit out of her, what he's doing. I have no idea.
Killing thing, I guess.
There's clearly a backstory to these two.
And what is that? Ooh.
Let me go for another round.
I have a... What do I have to beat?
We'll go with sixes.
Okay. I've got a 10. And a 6.
Okay, so two total.
Yes.
Okay. You know the smell. Dom, typical vampire. Garo often say they smell like the worm, even though technically most vampire aren't worm agents. It's just they're undead, therefore they're unnatural and should not exist. Smells human. something odd about her. There's a worm taint to her smell, but it's not like these two. It's different. Just like the scent you got with Reaper is different. There's something. You would think he was human. You would think he was a mage. But there's something about him that's off. Zealot's easy. Zealot's obviously a Geru.
Mm-hmm.
So her scent's easy. But Reaper and her, in some ways, kind of the same. There's something different about them.
She keeps staring at you.
I know. I'm supposed to smile, right?
It's not nice to whisper at a table.
We're not exactly whispering. We're just simply talking.
Then you don't have to smile.
What? What?
You don't have
You're still whispering. You're really cutting us out. I feel excluded.
I like what you're eating. What? Was that good?
It was delicious.
I'm gonna try it.
Almost. Not as good as my team member would make.
What? You're a mage, correct?
I can do some magic.
Well, there's something. You're different. What is it?
Aren't we all different?
I'm different. And you're different. How are you different?
Unique. Unique is a better word.
Thank you.
Yes, I am unique.
What, how?
I was a mage once. A very long time ago, and yet not that long ago. And now I am this. Does that satisfy your question?
You're like me.
Maybe.
Say the word
Do you
again.
want to say that again?
Say it again. And I will take your head from its shoulders.
She might have made a promise to not hurt you,
Still
but
is.
I certainly did not.
Like beautiful snowflakes coming from the sky, all so unique, fluttering by.
Zealot steps up to the table. I think that's enough. And yes, there is truth to the word, whether you like it or not. We do have two abominations sitting at this table. But that word doesn't define you, does it?
No.
Exactly. Our actions define us. So care not for the words people use. Worry about their actions.
I was worrying about the actions. I don't care that he said that I was an abomination. I care how he said it and the tone that he used.
Exactly.
Calm.
Like we would choose something like this. Like we would do to be cursed this long and not have a choice.
Everyone except Aresh and Maya, training room now. Go.
Talk to you later.
Aresh, Maya, follow me.
I think you're really upset though.
Zealot leads you to an office. This one is quite Spartan. It has what's needed to be for an office. It's got a desk. It has a few chairs. It has a computer. There are no pictures. There's nothing personalized about the room. Zealot walks in, takes the chair behind the desk and says, "Sit down." The three of us in this room are all abominations. In one way or another. Aresh, you got screwed over, to say the least. At least from what Reapers told me. I can't even imagine being alive 4,500 years ago and then waking up today. And then having what the Tremere did to you on top of that. And I'm sorry for what you went through. It sucks doesn't even remotely begin to be enough words. Maya, from what Reaper tells me, and his intel is hardly ever wrong, you were one of us. And then some liquor, no offense, decided to ruin your day. But here's the thing. This is what I want both of you to understand. Especially you. Gaia said no. Normally, when a werewolf is embraced, they die horribly, which is probably what he was trying to achieve. He wanted you to suffer the worst way possible. But Gaia said no. There has to be a reason for it. Maybe Reaper's right. Maybe this is some fucked up opportunity. Sometimes I think he tries to see the silver lining in everything, which is annoying as fuck. But maybe that's just his way of trying to find cope through the trauma. Maybe he's not wrong. And you. What are the odds? Think about it. What are the odds that you come back to life, for lack of a better term, and even though you were embraced, your mage side survived, and on top of that, a follower of your goddess finds his way to you to free you? What are the odds?
Considering what my avatar and I had to both go through in order for those odds to succeed.
I didn't say it wasn't great. But still, what are the odds? Let me tell you about myself. Because the three of us here in this room are fucked up beyond all recognition. You know why they call me Zealot of Gaia? Have you heard of me?
Rumors here and there.
Yeah. Well, some of those rumors may not be far off from the truth. I am reborn, and when I reach the age of change, I remember every single past life, all the way back to ancient Greece. Every birth, every love, every death. There's nothing I don't remember. And it all comes flooding back all at once. So if you think I don't know your pain, oh, sisters, let me tell you something, you're wrong. And I'm not going to, try to measure penis length with the three of you.
Why? I do not.
It's a
know
joke.
anything.
Sorry.
It's the same.
We'll as Reaper likes to say, we'll get you up to speed. We'll get you to learn these colloquialisms. Don't worry about it. But the point I'm trying to make here is we've all survived the worst that could be thrown at us, and we're still fucking here. And there's got to be a reason for it. So, guy, I said no. Remember that. Your goddess looked over you somehow. By the way, in reference to that, when you get a chance, go talk to Reaper. He could be of some help.
About a Nana?
Yeah. Because I get the feeling he tends to get referred to as a crusader. And he crusades in her name. He does good in her name. And I get the feeling he has actually talked to her more than once. Now, maybe he's a mage, so maybe the talking is through what you may just call dreaming. I don't understand it. I'm a werewolf.
I just assumed that you guys were having. That he was seeing her through the act of sex.
No. I get the feeling. I get the feeling he actually has conversations with her through the dreaming. So you might want to have some conversations with him. Maybe he might be able to get you grounded, so to speak. And I know you probably don't understand that term either, but we got a long way to go. It will probably help you from a spiritual faith aspect. All right? But just remember, we're all still here. Yeah, we got shit to work through. Yeah, we got our traumas. But we're here for a reason. And Goddess or Gaia knows what that reason is, but maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll actually get a fucking answer for once. Because the way Reaper talks, he seems to think we will.
I hope so.
To be honest, I hope so too. Because I'm really fucking tired.
Yeah.
So, let's cry our tears. Let's get back out there. Let's kick some ass.
Can we kick Don Alejandro? I don't remember.
Once again, remember that we're a team. You've got to work together. And that means getting past, once again, the shit that you've had to get past. Hey, I get the feeling he's got traumas he hasn't dealt with either. And you both, I was in that war, so believe me, I understand. I ran guns to Black Furies to try to protect women in that fucking situation.
Yeah.
So believe me, I understand. But
So you're saying that we have to put up with his crap because he has trauma himself?
you just understand, war has a way of screwing people up. And if Reaper brought him into this fold, he did it for a reason.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't mean you take your shit. But just make sure you respond with disciplined action. Discipline is everything.
I might need more clarification on that.
In other words, you don't kill him.
I can do that.
All right, we good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What we just talked about doesn't leave this room.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Get out of here, you crazy kids. I got work to do.
a Russian. We don't know each other very well, but I've got your back.
And at yours. If you don't mind my asking, how are you turned?
Adon didn't like the way my tribe was doing things, and he and his gang murdered most of my tribe and embraced me. And when I came to, I killed the rest. But I killed them. I killed them. So at least I have that.
I haven't gotten to kill the ones that turned me. I wish I could.
If you need help, I'll help you.
I will need it.
You'll have my help.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We should probably join the others, I guess.
And with those revelations laid bare, and with a new, perhaps, friendship formed, that is where we will leave it for tonight's World of Darkness. If I could have my other players come back to the table.
The giggly. Giggly.
This will be beautiful. We're gonna have a great entrance.
Yeah.
Save it for next time.
Don't tell nobody.
So with this all back at the table, we hope you all have enjoyed this journey that has just begun, and look forward to seeing where it all goes. And we will see you again in the next episode. Have a good night.